Everyone knows that financial stress is something exhausting. But what few understand, and what Dr. Gabor Maté reveals with surgical precision, is that this constant pressure is not just an emotional challenge or a consequence of adulthood. It is, in fact, a silent and everyday form of self-annihilation, a torture that leaves no visible marks, but corrodes the nervous system, weakens the immune system, and slowly reprograms the body for disease. Financial stress, from Maté's perspective, is not merely an economic issue. It is a continuous, invisible trauma that seeps into the deepest layers of human biology. Imagine living with the permanent feeling that the ground could disappear at any moment, that if an unexpected bill arises, everything collapses. This feeling is not just psychological. It puts the entire body in a state of constant alert. The nervous system goes into survival mode. Cortisol and adrenaline are released day after day, hour after hour, until they become part of the backdrop of existence. And what does this mean in practice? It means that the body begins to shut down functions considered non-essential for immediate survival. Digestion, cellular regeneration, balanced hormonal production, immunity. Everything is suppressed in the name of urgency. Everything is sacrificed so that the body can fight or flee, even if there is nowhere to run. According to Maté, this state of continuous hypervigilance creates what he calls a cycle of chronic inflammation, a state where the body never rests, never recovers, never returns to balance. And when this becomes routine, as is the case for millions of people living under financial insecurity, the consequences are devastating. Autoimmune diseases, cancer, depression, debilitating anxiety, deep exhaustion, premature aging. But perhaps the most perverse aspect of all this is not just the physical impact, it is the emotional conditioning that accompanies this reality. The mind of someone living in scarcity begins to operate in survival mode as well. Strategic thinking gives way to panic. Creativity disappears. Decisions are made based on fear. And, like a vicious cycle, this generates more poverty, more anguish, more mistakes. The individual begins to identify with their condition. If I have no money, then I have no value. This is the lie that settles in and slowly destroys the psyche. This video